All right, let's take a look at 9.7. We're only going to have one video from 9.7 because we have already practiced with matrices a lot, and we are not going to learn Gaussian elimination in intermediate algebra. Um, so I want to just quickly show you what's in your note packet here, and then look at the one new concept that we do get in 9.7. So what you'll see in 9.7 is you're going to get some familiar 3 by 4 um, systems of equations here that we can set up in a 3 by 4 matrices. And I put the note here that you can hit math, enter, enter to get to fraction results. Okay, so this should look pretty familiar to you if you've been going through this chapter. Okay, so that's one thing that you'll see in 9.7. Now another thing you're going to see in 9.7 is you're going to, and it's going to look so easy that it might confuse you, is that they want us to just take this matrix here, fancy name augmented matrix, and they want us to take and write what the original equations were before they were put into the matrix. Okay? So hopefully you can see that, this first equation is negative 2x plus 8y equals negative 5, okay? And then they just do that for a 3 by 4 matrix also, okay? So just be careful with your signs. It's more just getting the data in the right spot, okay? Then, since we've been doing this all chapter, it's going to look really easy to you. Is this, okay, let's just write the matrix off of the given equations. All right. Again, be careful. Here you don't see any z represented, so we have to remember to put a 0 in the z column. Okay. So just writing the augmented matrix. Now this is the new stuff that we're going to get right here at the bottom, and I'm going to show you how we'll work that out on a blank template. Okay. So this new language here is the beginning of Gaussian elimination, or we could say it's row operation. I think they even say that in the problem here. How do you do row operation? And this is just a language, in math. At this point, if I put this down, that doesn't blow you away. That math language is to add those two numbers together, okay? Well, this language hopefully becomes familiar to you. And what this language says is to take, we have these rows here, row 1, row 2, row 3, okay? So it says to take row 2 times 2, okay? So row 2 times 2, okay? And then we want to add that to row 3. Sorry about my phone there. So add that to row 3. And then we're going to put our result in row 3. Okay. So let's see. If I take row 2 times 2, I'm just going to make some notes to myself here. I'm taking row 2 times 2. I'm going to take this times 2. Everything in this times 2. So I get 2, 2, negative 2. Now what am I going to do with those numbers? I'm going to add them to row 3. So row 3 was negative 2, negative 1, 4. I just copied it over there so I could line it up. So I'm going to add those together. Let's see, I get 0, 1, 2. Okay, so what am I going to do with this? Well, from the language, all right, I'm going to take those new results there and I'm going to place them in row 3. Okay. So what I do here is I just write my new matrix here. Row 1 doesn't change at all. Row 2 doesn't change at all. Okay. We only used it to write our new row 3. Okay. And our new row 3 is right here. So I write 0, 1, 2. Okay. That's it. Just a little new language, all right? This one's actually even easier than the first one. It just says, hey, take row 1 times 2. That's it. So take row 1 times 2. All right, so let's see. My new matrix, I know the only thing that's going to change is my row 1. So I have negative 2 from this multiplication, 10, and negative 10. That's the only new thing in this matrix. So I have 3, 2, negative 3. I just copy down my other old values from my starting matrix, and that's the result. So just a little row operation, okay? Hopefully you don't find that too difficult. Practice them a little bit, and a lot of 9.7 is going to feel pretty easy to you. Thanks.